Now you are free,
Yes.
and we will be.
And the Russians are dying.
The intricate interactions between nations often determine the political environment in the world of international relations. Senator Lindsey Graham, a renowned Russian most wanted fugitive in recent years, is one such enigmatic figure. Senator Graham, who is well known for playing a significant role in determining U.S. foreign policy, has attracted attention worldwide and left many people curious about the complexities of his relationship with Russia. Let's investigate the mystery surrounding Senator Lindsey Graham and his involvement with Russia in this video, going deeper into the context, noteworthy incidents, criticism, potential justifications, and consequences of his decisions. Lindsey Graham, who was born on July 9, 1955 in South Carolina, started a political career that saw him advance through the ranks to become a reputable senator. Graham rose to prominence as a prominent Republican and gained attention for his conservative positions and hawkish approach to the conduct of foreign policy. Throughout the course of his career, he has earned a reputation for being a staunch advocate of American interests and of the nation's security. The highly publicized meeting between Senator Lindsey Graham and Russian President Vladimir Putin is one of the most significant moments in the senator's history of working with Russia. It was a defining moment in the history of U.S.-Russia relations when Senator Graham traveled to Moscow in July 2018 to meet with the Russian head of state, despite the fact that tensions between the United States and Russia were at an all-time high at the time. The meeting, which lasted for more than 2 hours, covered a wide range of topics, some of which included election interference, Syria, and the disarmament of nuclear weapons. Because it ran counter to the general pessimism that prevails in political circles in the United States with regard to Russia, Graham's willingness to engage in conversation with Vladimir Putin caused some people to raise their eyebrows. Others questioned the wisdom of engaging with a leader who is accused of interfering in U.S. elections and of engaging in aggressive actions in Ukraine, while others saw the meeting as an opportunity for dialogue and understanding. The interactions between Senator Lindsey Graham and Russia have not been without controversy. Critics contend that his openness to dialogue with President Putin and other Russian leaders undercuts the position held by many of his colleagues on Russia's meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Graham has drawn criticism for seeming too accommodating toward Russia, and some have speculated that he may not have the interests of the U.S. at heart. Others have questioned his meeting schedule and goals, raising suspicions about any unspoken agreements or secret goals. While Graham has insisted that his interactions with Russia are intended to advance American interests and settle pressing problems, detractors contend that his strategy runs the risk of endorsing a government that is accused of hostile actions against democratic institutions. Furthermore, it is worth noting that Senator Lindsey Graham has been a vocal advocate for a robust U.S. military presence and a strong stance against perceived threats, including Russia. His hawkish approach to foreign policy has frequently aligned with a tough stance on Russia, particularly in relation to issues such as the situation in Ukraine and Russian aggression in the cyber realm. It is also critical to take into account a number of plausible explanations in order to comprehend Senator Lindsey Graham's motivations and actions regarding Russia. Graham may believe in the value of dialogue and keeping open lines of communication with foreign leaders, even in the face of disagreements. As a senator with extensive experience in international affairs, engaging with Russia could be seen as an opportunity to address concerns that are common to both parties and investigate potential areas of cooperation. Second, Graham's strategy might reflect a pragmatic outlook, acknowledging that Russia is a significant global player that cannot be disregarded. On some topics, like nuclear disarmament or regional conflicts, engaging with Russia could be seen as a way to advance American objectives and diffuse tensions. Graham might think that by staying in touch, he can change Russia's behavior or bring about improvements. Third, it's also conceivable that Graham's interactions with Russia are motivated by individual beliefs or a desire to reduce the distance between the two nations. By fostering diplomatic ties, he may believe that he can contribute to a more stable and peaceful global order. Senator Lindsey Graham's mysterious interactions with Russia have attracted considerable interest and have given rise to a great deal of speculative discussion among observers. It is evident that Graham's engagement with Russia took place during significant geopolitical shifts and fluctuating tensions between the two countries, as the effects of his actions are felt in the context of U.S.-Russia relations. The United States' relationship with Russia has traditionally been marked by a complicated dynamic that involves elements of both cooperation and competition, as well as mistrust on both sides. A constant pushing and pulling from the pinnacles of détente during the Cold War to the lows of strained relations in recent years have characterized the bilateral dynamic. Given these circumstances, Graham's participation in U.S.-Russian relations takes on a greater significance as a result. Graham's contribution is not something that should be minimized when considering the course that U.S.-Russia relations will take in the years to come. Graham has established himself as a key player in forming American policy on Russia as a seasoned politician with extensive experience in international affairs. His actions could influence the course and tenor of bilateral relations, whether they are motivated by personal convictions, strategic considerations, or a combination of factors. A delicate balancing act must be performed between advancing national interests, dialoguing with others, and addressing concerns about Russia's behavior due to the complexities of international diplomacy. Graham's actions serve as an excellent example of this complex dance, demonstrating the difficulty of choosing a course that does not jeopardize the pursuit of fruitful communication with Russia or threaten crucial American interests. Although Graham's motivations and strategy have drawn criticism, it is important to take the bigger picture into account when analyzing his interactions with Russia. In its relationship with Russia, the United States must deal with a wide range of complex issues, such as election interference, cybersecurity threats, regional conflicts, and nuclear disarmament. Engaging with Russian leaders, such as President Putin, can be an opportunity to directly address these pressing issues and work toward win-win solutions. Graham's interaction with Russia also prompts crucial inquiries about the function of diplomacy in reducing tensions and promoting fruitful communication. Maintaining open lines of communication is crucial for addressing shared concerns and preventing conflict escalation in an era of growing global interconnectedness. Graham might be trying to foster stability, ease tensions, and uncover points of agreement between the two countries by talking to Russian officials. In conclusion, the mystery surrounding Senator Lindsey Graham's interactions with Russia is a reflection of the complexity of international relations and the multifaceted nature of diplomacy. Although some have questioned and criticized his engagements, it is important to approach the topic with a nuanced understanding of the constantly changing dynamics between nations. Senator Graham's approach to Russia highlights the difficulties and possibilities of dealing with a significant global player, whether motivated by a desire for dialogue, practicality, or personal convictions. As the world continues to struggle with intricate geopolitical dynamics, the role that figures like Senator Lindsey Graham play will continue to shape the geopolitical landscape and influence the future trajectory of relations between the United States and Russia.